Hello everyone, my name is Praveen Verma and I am the product manager for CA7 Workload Intelligence. Today I'm going to show you how bringing CA7 job execution data into your observability platform helps you keep critical applications running smoothly. But before I do that, let me share some top problems that our customers face today when the CA7 data is not shared with the observability platform. So this is CA7 and here is your observability platform. Some of the problems that our customer face today are one, stale data. Some customers use batch processes to send the CA7 data out to observability platforms, but it's not real time. Operators and SREs cannot take actions confidently based on old data. The second problem that we hear is around integration. So CA7 data specific integration challenges. CA7, as we know, is a critical infrastructure tool. Our customers like you often want to integrate CA7 with other tools like Jira or ServiceNow or Zendesk or Slack, which requires expensive and hard to maintain custom coding. The third problem we hear is around MTTR or mean time to resolution. Often, operations need information about the mainframe batch jobs too to resolve a problem. But the data is not available in the tools they use. And then they have to kind of switch between different monitors, and that switching is expensive in terms of time as well as in terms of mental fatigue. Fourth problem we hear is around persona onboarding or non-mainframe personas onboarding. As scheduling is being decentralized and self-service is demanded, more and more non-mainframe personas like SREs, operators, and application developers are demanding access to CA7 data. But giving mainframe access to everybody could be a security and user management nightmare. The fifth top problem that we hear from our customers is around AI, ML, insights. Without the CA7 batch job data, the AI ML insights that these Uber platforms are generating are either not complete or incorrect, and therefore cannot be trusted. Let's see how these problems can impact your business. A lack of visibility in applications and services impact customer experience. For example, when your customer hit errors like an ATM card that does not work or a mobile check-in that fails, they get frustrated. Frustrated customers can quickly share their negative experiences online, hurting your brand's reputation. We want happy, loyal customers. And CA7 observability can help with that. But here is the catch. Many large organizations like yours rely on CA7 for critical workloads. If CA7 job execution data is not available on your observability platform, your environment context is incomplete. It's like having a puzzle missing an important piece. and that piece is CA7 jobs. That's where CA7 and OpenTelemetry come in. So here is CA7 and here is OpenTelemetry, or OTel for short. OpenTelemetry is a standard way to gather and send data about what's happening in your systems or in your environment. Now with CA7 OpenTelemetry, we can transform CA7 job data into a common format that most observability platforms understand. The platforms that you already use, like Splunk or Datadog. This means no more waiting for overnight reports or scheduled jobs that deliver CA7 data every 4 to 6 hours. You get near real-time insights right away. This is how the setup looks like. CA7 sends data to new distributed service called CA7 Observability Service. And this service sends the data to an OpenTelemetry collector. So this is our OpenTelemetry collector, which could be the open source component or an observability vendor provided component. So most of these vendors like Splunk, Grafana, Datadog, they provide their own versions of OpenTelemetry collector. The collector then sends the data to the platform. So here is your platform. And to enable this pipeline from end to end, you need to apply a PTF on CA7. And you also need to install this service, which is a distributed service but containerized. So it needs OpenShift. Once you install the PTF and OpenShift, this pipeline can send data from CA7 to all the way to your observability platform using the OpenTelemetry collector. The OpenTelemetry collector is a powerful component that facilitates the collection, processing, and export of telemetry data known as signals. Some of the signals that OpenTelemetry uses are logs, metrics, traces, and events, which is basically a subtype of logs. And it also supports both data filtering and routing. In the collector, you can also define processors, exporters, and filters. And using processors, exporters, and filters, you can route different data to different platforms, enabling role-based use cases. For example, you can send logs to Splunk. So this is your Splunk. And you can send just the logs. Maybe your operations team who is using Splunk can see those logs. And you can send metrics to Datadog. And metrics go to Datadog. So you have one signal logs, another signal metrics going to two different platforms. Not only that, you can also disregard unnecessary data before it reaches any platform. So if you want to disregard some data, you can do that as well. For now, we only support CA7 job events, which is a subtype of log signal. But we plan to add more signals in the future. With CA7 OpenTelemetry integration, you get speed to spot and fix problems faster. You get prevention to catch issues before they affect your customers, and you get intelligence. Intelligence. Intelligence use machine learning for smarter alerts and decisions. As a result, your teams work more efficiently and effectively. Your customers stay happy, and your brand stays strong. You spend less time fixing problems and more time delivering great experiences. CS7 OpenTelemetry helps with all the problems that I talked about earlier, from stale data to near real-time data streaming. So, near real-time data streaming, which helps your teams to make timely decisions with confidence, from data integration challenges to plethora of observability platforms provided native integrations. So hundreds of integrations natively provided by these platforms. So you can easily connect to, let's say, ServiceNow or Jira or Zendesk or PagerDuty or Slack. Lots of options once the data is on the platform. MTTR, or mean time to resolution, from context switching between multiple screens to end-to-end problem context by including CS7 data to your context, improving your MTTR. So improved MTTR, or mean time to resolution. Personas onboarding. Once the data is on the platform, you can leverage its role-based access capabilities to onboard whoever you want to share the data with without creating new mainframe IDs. So our onboarding is going to be faster. You get faster onboarding. Teams can just create their own dashboards, right? So self-service dashboards. Limited AI ML insights. You get improved insights and prediction accuracy by adding CS7 data. Better insights by adding CS7 data. We're just getting started. Soon, we'll add more types of data to CS7 OpenTelemetry capability to help you unlock even more insights. If you want to learn more, reach out to us. Use this QR code if you want to learn more about this. So let's take your observability to the next level with CS7. Remember, better visibility leads to better decisions, happier customers, and a stronger brand. And CS7 OpenTelemetry, or OTel, can help with that. Thanks for watching.